Major Mohammad Ali Shah is also with us, a defense analyst. Major Shah, another airstrike taking place early today morning. Reportedly, the IDF has said a top Hamas commander has been neutralized.
Most certainly, Uday. The thing is, right now, both they are warring parties right now. I would not say warring countries. I would say warring parties. And in a war, what happens actually? There is a lot of information warfare, misinformation from both sides. One doesn't know which information is credible, which is not, which is released for building public opinion, public perception. Now, the very fact is, we just saw this video of the Hamas militant terrorist. In fact, he was giving a confession. Now, once again, one couldn't see the face clearly, but if that is to be believed, if it is for real, then yes, I would most certainly say Hamas is definitely, as spoken by Israel earlier also to Joe Biden, that Hamas is worse than IS because they believe in beheading, butchering, cutting, and that is a total barbaric, inhuman way. I mean, which person would do that? I don't understand that. I don't understand the psyche at all. It is really, really sad. Now, when we talk about both the parties, the Hamas and the Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, both have blamed each other for the attack on the hospital where over 500 lives were lost. And of course, Israel also produced an audio tape, similarly, that that of a Hamas recording, which is again, one doesn't know how credible they are. But whatever they are, if they were to be believed, then I would say it is most certainly who's suffering at the end of the day. Innocent civilians are suffering, humanity is suffering. And in that regard, only our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, he spoke to King Abdullah, the King of Jordan, and he mentioned about how the terrorism should come to an end, how humanity should prevail, how violence does not benefit anyone, and the loss of civilian lives. It is really sad, especially the YouTube is full of casualties of civilians from both sides, where small little children are losing their elderly are losing everyone, they are losing their loved ones, and how their reactions are. It is, my heart goes out. My heart actually goes out to innocent civilians because of ill actions by Hamas on 7th October, on Saturday morning. They had taken over 200 hostages, and of course, now we had two elderly Israeli ladies have been released. Well, I do not understand the logic of them holding on to the hostages. The Hamas should first and foremost take responsibility and release the hostages forthwith, straight away, because it's going to lead to further bloodshed. It is really, really bad. Now, last Monday, on the eve of the President Joe Biden visit, the Jordanian Foreign Minister Ayman Safadi, he had announced that the summit in Amman, which is the capital of Jordan. In fact, I have very fond memories of visiting Jordan and Amman and swimming the Dead Sea, and across the border was Israel and Jerusalem. We could see that. So we could see, and King Abdullah of Egypt's President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas, that was cancelled because Mr. Joe Biden had gone to Israel's Tel Aviv, in fact, instead, and to gather support about Israel's right to strike back on Hamas, which they do have, most certainly on Hamas. But the very fact is, what we have observed over here is there are so many civilians, there are so many innocent casualties. It is really, really see what is going to happen now there. Things will only get worse then. Things will not get better. We should talk about peace. We should talk about humanity. We should ensure that the innocent civilians, and there are innocent civilians. The videos have surfaced saying that Israel is targeting civilians. I don't think any professional force will target civilians purposely. Yes, in a collateral damage, it is very much possible, but that also is not acceptable. In a collateral damage, you are aiming at a different target, at the terrorists, and you end up hitting an innocent person. That is not acceptable at all from any side, be it in Russia, Ukraine, be it here, be it the Israel, Hamas, Gaza Strip, whatever is happening. Whatever is happening is wrong. Yes, Hamas is a terrorist organization which has been banned by UN, by US, by Israel. They have been banned. They have been recognized as terrorists because of their barbaric actions. And they did something which was inhuman. That doesn't mean that one retaliates with an inhuman measure on innocents. They took hostages of people who were civilians, who were innocent. They didn't. If they had the courage, Why didn't they go ahead and launch an attack on an Israeli military base? They did not. They rather attacked civilians. They rather attacked where a rave party was going on. They rather took it by surprise, by ambush.
Absolutely, Major Shah. Thank you very much for joining us with that important perspective on that story.